Ladies and pregnant men,
I'm super pumped.
We're super pumped. It's the end of the week episode. We're super fucking pumped. We got a lot to talk about. A lot going on in the news.
I'm super pumped about our interview.
He's super pumped about everything today, which is exactly what we need around here. If you're not super pumped about everything, you're out. So
super pumped about March Madness.
Super pumped.
Why
and as you
pregnant?
can tell, yeah. There's two taglines for this episode. Number one is Dee.
Super pumped.
And number two, Anand.
Why buddy pregnant?
Okay, that's all you need to know about today's episode. That and many more. Plus, we got a great interview. Who's our interview with?
My guy Kellan from Alex and Kel's TikTok page came to tell his story about one. I think it's an incredible career trajectory, and now his involvement in a bunch of Web3 crypto projects. Super interesting. Super pumped.
Super pumped. All right, you guys ready?
Yeah.
Let's figure out why Buddy pregnant.
Cash.
Ladies and gentlemen, group chat.
Cash.
It's $1 trillion. Hot.
Hey guys,
Hey.
you ready to chat in a small group?
A group chat, perhaps?
You ready to have a little group chat?
I am very excited about a group chat.
We got a lot to talk about. We're headed into the weekend here. Daylight savings time. You know what? Let me start with this. This isn't on the docket. Daylight savings time just started. It's great. You know, mornings are a little tough. You know me, I'm not a morning guy, but just so much better for it to be light later. And I realized I found the first thing that I'm prepared to be outraged about and join cancel culture and really just go all out. Like if anyone's doing any sort of protest, I'd like to show up. If there's a hashtag that's circulating, let me know, because daylight savings time or the fact that we changed the clocks is the dumbest thing in the whole world.
Well, last episode we talked about the Senate has passed a bill to end that. And
But is it actually going to go through?
Yeah, I mean, the House just has to approve it. So
I said in the last episode, I feel AOC is going to be up in arms because she needs to be up in arms about something.
Yeah, she needs
This
a new
seems-
topic, right?
yeah, we were saying, the
don't care about
owls
the
are going to be
farmers.
upset. The owls.
I
Yeah, the
have
farmers.
Batman's time gets decreased.
I forget if I talked about this on the last
Well, she doesn't
episode
care
or,
about crime.
or if I.
Sorry to interrupt. Had to get that jab in there.
Yeah, that's good. Or if I was talking to a friend about this, but if I am repeating myself, sorry. Outside our bedroom where we live, the birds chirp 6:30 in the morning without fail. The clocks changed. They now start at 7:30.
Wow. Dummies. That's why they call it bird brain.
Well, yeah, but they're smart guys. Come on, they don't.
No,
have
why don't they
fucking
know the
watches?
clock change?
They don't have watches. They're
They
following
have
the
the
universe.
sun.
That's what we should all be doing. We're the
They
dummies.
should-
The
they
birds
should-
are looking in the window and they're like, "You're waking up at a totally different time, you fucking dummy."
Well, I mean, they're looking at the sun. They should adjust.
It was nice to not have birds chirping at 6:30 in the morning.
Birds are annoying.
No, that's what I'm saying. It was great.
Get rid of birds.
Yeah. Am I going to get protested by birds now? Like, are they
I
going to
think,
line
you know
up
what,
and
fuck-
shit all over my
See,
car?
that's what AOC
Yeah.
would get up in arms. The birds are chirping an
It
hour
confuses
later.
the birds.
Yes.
By the way,
This isn't safe for the mental health of birds.
speaking about up in arms, I saw something. This is unrelated to the topics we're talking about, but I wanted to bring it up. I saw there are new Apple emojis, and one of them is many color.
Handshakes?
Many. No, forget the handshakes. That's cool.
Okay.
Pregnant man.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of them. Lamar Jackson had a tweet
Yeah.
saying, "Why Buddy pregnant?"
Yeah. Why is Buddy pregnant? Buddy can't be pregnant.
What a great tweet.
Yeah.
It's official. They're on our phone.
I don't know if I think it's on.
I think you have to update it, but Lamar
But it's
Jackson, who's a football player for the Baltimore Ravens, posted the emoji, so it's clearly on his phone, and he said, "Why Buddy pregnant?"
Why is Buddy pregnant? Can men become pregnant now and I'm not aware? Or do
That could be Euphoria season 3.
Oh my gosh. It's just like, it's kind of scary to me.
Why are you forcing, like, that's not happen? Like, you physically cannot do that today, right?
Right.
Am I wrong? I remember the movie 9 Months that Arnold Schwarzenegger was pregnant in, but that was like some freakish thing. Like, is there a group of people in society? I'm a man. My wife was pregnant with
Are
two
you
of
a
our
man?
children.
Are
I
we
am
sure?
a man.
Are we sure?
You sure?
Yeah.
I can't be so sure.
And I saw what pregnancy looked like. I do not want to be pregnant. That shit
You know
is
what I think it
fucking
is?
hard.
I have no envy of being pregnant. I actually always talk about this with Amanda. After you have one kid, it's honestly fucking mind-boggling that women
Sign
want to
up
have the
for it.
second kid.
Or a third or four or
whatever.
five. Yeah.
And they love it.
They love it.
And I look at it and I'm like, hey, I always wanted 2 kids, but I was like, if you don't want to have the second, I get it.
Yeah.
You don't have to go through it. I understand.
Yeah, it feels like it'd be like almost scary. Like to be like, oh, we're pregnant, and like, fuck. Like I'm signing up for like what, a year and a half? Like how long until you're like kind of like feeling normal, have your body
probably
back?
2 years.
Yeah, because it's the full 10 months.
And then just the mental.
And then the breastfeeding. And
Yeah.
you're talking 2 years.
2 years.
That's gnarly. Look, I have to believe, I don't know, I'm the dummy here, but I have to believe that it would address trans men who
But
don't
even
take,
if you transition
but
from.
if you identify as, you don't
So you
take
identify
hormones.
as a man.
Okay.
You
But
identify
you
as a
actually
man,
are a woman.
short hair, you still want to get pregnant,
Got it.
you're a pregnant man. I believe. I mean, that's all I can think, but I don't know.
There's that much demand for that emoji? Like you know,
there's just
where's
an
the Indian
overwhelming
guy?
demand.
There's not even an Indian guy with a turban, and we're like 1/5 the world's
I want
population.
an Indian basketball player.
Yeah.
That's fair. I think you should
I want
start
an
a
Indian
tweet song.
guy with
I'll
a
go-
3-foot dick.
I want an Indian guy with a 6-pack.
What's that guy's
The
name
only
again?
Indian
Every
guy
time
that I know
just-
with a 6-pack is Jay Sean.
No, what's
He's
the guy?
one in
Remember the
a
guy,
billion.
the actor that had the transformation? What's that guy?
Kumail.
Kumail, that guy.
But I think Kumail's Pakistani. We didn't even get him.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. All right. Well, listen, I think we have a good way to start the weekend. We have some good causes. I'm going to go protest. I'm not sure yet about either daylight savings time or birds. And then Dee, you can go in on
The
an
Indian emojis.
Indian man with a big dick. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want Indian man with a 6-pack.
Okay.
Because that's
Well, we
rare
all have our
for
things.
our
Let's hit the
culture.
streets. Let's make some signs.
Well, I want an
and hit the
Indian
street.
emoji with a 6-pack and a big dick.
That's fair. And maybe a basketball too.
Yeah. Or a football player. The next Tom Brady. Indian Tom Brady.
Indian Tom Brady.
That's fair. Okay. Well, you know what else
Brady.
I saw?
Raj
else I-
Bardwaj.
Doesn't have the same ring to it. RB12.
RB12.
Good. What else I saw people were outraged about is that old Zuckerberg said that Instagram was going to participate in the NFT space. He didn't really say exactly how, but imagine a world where you can maybe showcase them, you can trade them, you can, whatever, but NFTs are coming to Instagram. And from what I saw, people weren't psyched. I don't think people at Zuckerberg anywhere near this fucking Web3 stuff.
Yeah, they don't want him Web 2, Web 3.
No, you stay in centralized land.
Yeah, and I think they didn't exactly announce what they're doing in NFT land. They do believe at some point they'll be they want to be involved in the minting process of NFTs. The other thing is he made this announcement at South by Southwest, and he went over there, and that is another like. There's something about Mark Zuckerberg's PR strategy that just drives me crazy.
Yep.
Sit down with Joe fucking Rogan and get your message out.
But Joe Rogan will put him under the fire.
That's fine. Then you have
Like
to
a
take
president.
it. Everyone's going to take it. Like he's gonna. It's coming to him anyways. So
I don't think he
Lex.
can take
I listened to Lex Friedman's podcast with Mark Zuckerberg on it. Lex Friedman's it's like that dude's just a little heavy intellectually, so it's
just like, yeah, he's a
it's
robot.
deep. Yeah, you got to be like really into technology and the metaverse, and so it's very interesting. It's a long conversation, and he did put Zuckerberg to the fire. And I think that helps, the diehard technology folks. Lex Friedman's great for. There's a whole audience, which is the rest of the world, that has a problem with him right now or doesn't know what his intentions are. I feel like go do this. If I was him, I would do Joe Rogan. I would go do Breakfast Club. I would go do
Breakfast Club would be amazing.
Yeah, like those are the places he has to go.
Club. He could get out alive of Breakfast Club.
I think he'd be
Rogan
fine. Yeah, Rogan would. It would be a lot of Jamie pulling up shit.
Yeah.
if he went on Rogan. By the way, not to go off topic, but I am going off topic. Joe Rogan.
Why'd you say that then? If you said not to go off topic, you shouldn't say it.
You should have said to go off topic.
10 Haas. 10 Haas.
That is a 10 Haas.
10 Haas. Joe Rogan, Mr. Beast. Holy smokes. I didn't know much about him. Right? I am blown away. This is one of the most impressive people, period. Doesn't matter what industry, technology,
he's
celebrity,
23.
Whatever. That kid is a beast.
That's why he's Mr. Beast.
He's Mr. Beast.
Yeah, address him properly. He's not.
I mean, how fucking smart is this kid?
Yeah, it's wild. It's like I guess in the age of the internet and influencers and content, like a genius is gonna arise, and it's him.
Yes, it's him.
Everyone else is playing fucking checkers.
Yeah, he basically mastered going viral on content creation, and he spent tens of thousands of hours figuring out how to do it, and he systematically just grinded 20 hours a day and figured it out.
And then he took our idea and made it even better.
He didn't strike me as a funny guy.
What did he grind? What did he grind out?
He A/B test. He basically treated it like a startup. He A/B tested his videos, figured out.
This is on YouTube?
On YouTube. He's 91 million subscribers, so he's the biggest on YouTube.
Okay.
By far, right? There's not even anyone close, I don't think.
I don't think so.
And he basically, since the age of 13, A/B tested. So A/B tested is like a product technology term for like, if you have an app, like a green button gets 10 clicks, a blue button gets 25 clicks. Let's do the blue button. But he did that for content creation and figured out what videos and what the thumbnail was. And he just iterated and became the biggest YouTube star in the world.
What was the kind of catalyst for him? I know he gave away a lot of shit. Was that a big part of his success, or is that?
I don't think there was a moment.
I think
he's a ridiculous video. Like it's literally like last one to take your hand off the Lamborghini gets the Lamborghini, or first person to blah blah blah. I'm gonna buy a private island for, or it's
they're also really high production value videos, like dozen cameras, and they're edited really well. I don't know if you saw the Squid Game one, but like that was like insane.
I haven't seen anything.
The whole ploy, I don't believe it at this point, but I do in the beginning, was that like every dollar he made on YouTube, he just put back into the video. So if a brand paid him $1 million to do a video, he gave away the $1 million. If a brand paid him, or if his AdSense made 10 million, he gave away 10 million. Like it was.
So he's like a game show.
He's reinvesting. He said he reinvests every single dollar he makes to make his videos better. Like he's like, I don't care about mansions and all that stuff. Mr. Beast, the pizza? Is it pizza or burgers?
Burgers, I think.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said stole our idea. I don't think he actually did, obviously, but like he did our big juicy slices.
Yeah. We were so early on cloud kitchens. Fuck.
Yeah,
we were in the cloud.
We were in the cloud. Yeah. But someone texted me that Mr. Beast Burgers does 100 million in top line.
I wouldn't be surprised. You heard how many? There's so many of those things.
I think it's 1,000,
he's the most popular fucking.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's
something like that.
Everywhere. It's ghost
and
kitchens.
He's so popular.
That's crazy.
I've heard the food's decent.
He
looks like a nerdy kid. Yeah. He looks like the cameraman for the star. Except for he's the star.
He looks like he should be a PA on the set. Right?
Yeah. It's incredible. But yes, I'm glad you derailed. That was a good derail. Everyone should listen to that. Like literally, if you're interested in this show, meaning like you're into like these topics and business and what's going on in tech and influencers and whatever, you should really listen to that.
And you could see how maniacal he was. I've watched plenty of Joe Rogan. The way he was like dictating to Jamie to pull up shit, I've never seen a guest do that.
Yes.
I was like, oh my God, this guy must be really tough to work for.
Yeah, you can tell he's just like, I literally at one point turned it off because it was making me sort of tired. Like it was making me like, all right, I just need a break. Like he's just like full tilt at all times.
Yeah, very impressive kid. Congrats to Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
Just
like
senior beast. Okay, so we were back to NFTs on Instagram and the fact that Zuckerberg. Look, I know your point, Dee. I think if Zuckerberg could do a good interview on Rogan, he should definitely go on Rogan. I don't think he's capable. Like I think that he'd be fucked, and I think that no one wants him anywhere near Web3, and people are like legitimately sick of Zucks. Like Zuck isn't looked at as like boy genius anymore, I don't think, with like the young culture. Like they're like, stay the fuck out of, just keep on your Facebook thing.
Yeah.
My grandma loves it. Isn't that scary though, long term? Like long term, if you're kind of blocked a little bit, I mean, I know all it takes is one really good product, but if you're kind of not trusted and blocked by the youth, by the next generation, also Facebook, I don't know if you saw, just officially caved and made a TikTok account.
Wow.
Really?
Yes.
That's crazy.
There's rumor that the TikTok is on the precipice of agreeing to move their data center for all American data on American soil.
Wow.
I mean, that should go without saying.
It has to be said.
Yes. Off topic.
Have you done this your whole life? Like when you guys were kids, is that what you would do to Anand?
Yeah, probably. I do it to everybody. It's not just exclusively
You're
to
just
him.
really good at it. You're really good at finding like the thing that someone just always says, and you're like, well, it should be said. Okay, so that's it. I mean, do you guys agree? What do you think? Is Zuck fucked, or I mean, do we not care? Do we think he's so smart it won't matter?
Yeah, I think you brought up the best point was that I think people of my age who were older than Zuck viewed him as boy genius, and we were like, holy shit, kind of the way I just talked about Mr. Beast. Mm-hmm. And I don't think young people look at Zuck like that anymore.
Yeah.
They look
Because
at it like
that's
a
dangerous.
maniacal, like
Yeah, they just look at him as the evil old genius because
I
they
think he's
didn't
got to
see
step down.
they didn't see what he created. Like we all got to witness as like in real time this like Harvard dropout building one of the biggest companies in the world, and he was in his 20s and he's
now
doing
everybody's doing that.
right.
Mr. Beast.
Yeah, boring. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I also feel like in today's context, like when Social Network came out, it was like, damn, this kid's, he's a savage and that's what it takes to make Facebook. I feel like the context now is sort of like the guy's a dick, and like we don't celebrate that type of behavior the same way. And with now their like trust issues, people look at him as like, it's almost like the movie reads a little differently.
I think he needs to get pregnant.
You know what?
Why
Nailed
buddy
it.
pregnant?
Yeah.
You
If
nailed
he is
it.
pregnant, I think it changes the narrative.
If he gets rid of daylight savings time and gets pregnant,
It's got to be frustrating to be Zuck. Like he knows he's smarter than everyone, and
I don't know. You got like 100 billion and you're surfing on an electric board or holding the American flag. Does not suck.
great skin.
sounds like
suntan
socially
lotion.
an idiot, but
Yeah.
when it comes to computers,
I wonder who his friends are.
he can't have friends, right?
Nah.
There's no way, right?
Maybe he has friends in the metaverse.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll see what happens, but it doesn't seem like it's being welcomed with open arms by any means.
Yeah.
Okay, here's another one. Ape Token, which is tied to Bored Ape Yacht Club NFTs. It's all part of the ape family.
Yeah.
It's just getting fucking creamed. I mean, is it too early to say NFTs and like some of this overreaching on Web3 or decentral or whatever the fuck is just coming to a crashing halt?
So here's the thing. What Bored Ape is doing is very, very unique, in my opinion. Like they're clearly been the premier NFT project. Their evolution is actually happening quite quickly. So at first it was this art project, then it went berserk. They made so much money, and now they're really building a business around it. So they launched their token today, and if you are a Bored Ape holder, you got approximately a little bit over 10,000. If you're a Mutant Ape holder, I think you got a little over 2,000, and you got airdropped it for free just because you own this NFT. They are currently trading, this is Thursday afternoon, at $8.15 a token. So if you owned an ape, you just basically are sitting on an extra $80,000, $90,000 right now.
Yep.
And so that in itself is fascinating. The token part, unfortunately, the fluctuation in price, the thing shot up to like $39 immediately and then came crashing back down to earth.
Someone top ticked it.
Yeah, someone manipulated the shit out of this thing. And that's really the flaw still with the NFT or crypto market. It's just not liquid enough, so people are able to manipulate it quite easily. But thinking about what Bored Ape is trying to do, so they created a council of kind of folks that are not involved in the project. And Alexis from Reddit is one of the people in the council. I don't know the other folks. They're all kind of in the crypto space. And so they have a council. They have a charitable component. They haven't released what the tokenomics of the project looks like and how that's going to work. They gave so much supply to Bored Ape holders. They gave so much supply to Yuga Labs that created the project. So there's a lot of thought going on to it. So I'm like very bullish that this model that Bored Ape is doing is actually like, it's futuristic. It's really fucking cool what they're doing. Obviously, the price and the token and like people trying to make money off of it, that I have no idea how that's all gonna play out. But the thought around it, it's pretty genius because it's basically it's become a DAO now, and they're going to invest in things. They're talking about a play to earn game. So like if a Bored Ape game comes out and the game crushes, these tokens are going to be worth something.
Yeah, no, I think of all the Web3 DeFi, this seems to be the most interesting project so far. Yeah, at least what I've seen, because I think they've built real community around it, and it's a blue chip asset in the NFT world and it's the biggest. Yeah, it surpassed CryptoPunks, and they actually bought CryptoPunks. Yeah, and I think the unique thing about being a Bored Ape holder is you own the IP. So you can create businesses around your ape. And I think that was the thing they nailed, and which made everyone so much more bought in, because if you wanted to create a pizza joint with your ape, you're allowed to. It's your ape. Yeah. And if you want to go sell t-shirts with your ape, you can do that. Like Steph Curry can use his ape and do Steph Curry merchandise.
I'll give you, my friend Andy Wynn created a restaurant with his ape.
Right.
And Andy's the guy that's behind After's Ice Cream, Portside Fish Co., Dough and Arrow, like a bunch of different concepts. And like he created Bored and Hungry. And it's a restaurant, it's a pop-up in Long Beach that's going to come out in April. Like
everyone's bored and hungry.
Yeah.
Everyone's bored and hungry. And
I'm going the other way. I think it's over. I think it was I think
what's over?
I think the NFT craze is over. I think some. I don't think they're all going to zero. I think some are going to be valuable for forever, a long time, or whatever. But I feel like we got ahead of ourselves. I feel like everyone was stuck inside. Everyone had some stimmy money. Stock market was on fire for 18 years straight, and I feel like it was it feels to me like a Pokemon type craze, like when everyone was playing Pokemon, and just everywhere you would drive down the street in LA and see people like capturing Pokemon for like a month or 2 weeks or something. And I just feel like as soon as any sort of reality hits and gas prices go up and stimmy stops and people go outside, I feel like we got way too ahead of ourselves. In some way, NFTs exist in the future, for sure. I would almost bet everything on that. But I just think all this shit is sinking. That's just my look. I'm going to take the other side.
Okay, I like it.
I'm taking the other side. We'll see. One of us will be right, or it'll be somewhere in the middle.
Well, you could be right about 99% of the projects, and maybe 5 projects work.
Yeah, I think some win in a big way. And don't get me wrong, I think the people behind Bored Ape and all of them, I think they're genius. And I think the way the speed that they're moving and the way that they're completely innovating, like out of thin air, is so impressive. But I think this craze of like everyone, like new project, get in on this one. This is the flip. Like I think those days are over.
Yeah.
That's just that's my prediction. But who knows? Maybe I'm the old fucking Putin guy, Bitcoin.
It's Putin.
It's owned by Putin. Anyway, next up, Netflix. I saw this is a big viral topic. Netflix is testing some strategies of, one of the biggest things on Netflix is you just share your password with all your friends. And Netflix is trying to test ways to stop that. So it looks like one of the ways is you just pay an extra fee and you're able to share your password with your friends. So just lean into the crime, I guess, right?
Yeah, I think I'm curious to see how the mechanics of this work. So they're charging additional usage for when your password, and I think they're testing it in Chile, is the test country, and so curious to see how much they're going to charge. There's a rumor of how they're going to actually monetize it. I mean, there's got to. Do they not want people to share the passwords for the purposes of they want them to sign up? They don't care if they use it, but they want to make a little money. So they're charging to add an extra viewer to their account for a discounted price is $2.99 a month. So is it
sounds
then
to me like one of those things where you're never going to stop it, so you might as well at least make a couple extra bucks.
Yeah, that's my point, is I don't think you ever stop it. I think it's just, and I think you make it difficult where it's almost too restrictive, it's actually bad for your brand.
Yeah, I agree. I think it has to just, if you look at any of these streaming platforms, that has to be a number that everyone knows just comes with the territory.
Yeah.
And every platform probably tries to figure out a way to kind of curb it, but you can't. So at least if you can make a couple extra bucks, maybe, I don't know. It's far out of my realm of understanding the tech of how you would block multiple users. But if it's that hard that you can't just stop it, then I don't know. Maybe this works.
Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah. I think I don't know how you stop it, and it's probably better for Netflix to allow more people to enjoy their content, because then you can create businesses around it, or sell more merch. I don't know. Yeah.
Okay. Well, good attempt. We'll see how it works out. Here's a fun fact. Last year, crazy year. I would say heavy on the COVID. We kind of started the year with COVID pre-vaccines, ended the year with Omicron. A lot of craziness going on. But all that being said, there were over 1 million new millionaires created last year. And that is just people with investable assets. So mainly stock market, crypto, stuff like that. So, I'm sure there's other people, small business people, whatever, but over 1 million. Here's the stat. The number of Americans with $1 million or more investable assets surged to a record 14.6 million in 2021. So, we talked about this all last year. I feel like the bags were flowing.
10% growth just for millionaires. And here's another crazy stat. The number of Americans who are $25 million or more surged by 18% to 252,000 Americans, up from 214,000. And then the number of so-called mass affluent whose investable assets are between 100,000 and 1 million grew 2%.
So everyone's rich.
Yeah. Don't be in that 100,000 million category.
Let me ask you a question. Do you feel like if not counting any disabilities, any of that, right? Anything that could, an outside force that could be holding you back. Do you think that if you didn't do well in the last handful of years, it's a you problem?
No,
or is that way too much to say?
Yeah, I think it's too much to say. I think
there's a lot of industries that just got hammered.
A lot of industries that got hammered and disproportionately got rewarded.
Yeah.
And look, I bring this up with Amanda all the time. 10 years ago, if you chose to be a marketing person at a brick and mortar retail store versus a marketing person at
Yeah.
at a fucking DocuSign. You're
Yeah.
a millionaire if you're at DocuSign. You're just making a salary if you're at a brick and mortar retailer.
Yeah.
And it's the same skill set.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
if you looked at people that were in hospitality, in traditional hospitality, which are typically great jobs and great businesses, they just got crushed.
Yeah, and if you're a sales rep for a clothing line versus a sales rep for a SaaS business, you're a millionaire if you're a sales rep for a SaaS business.
Yeah.
You're not a millionaire if you're a sales rep for a clothing business. It's the exact same job.
Okay, so then let me ask you guys this. So then, because I'm just trying to parse out the like advice here is, so it's not it's not totally obviously your fault, and there was still a lot of luck involved. Moving forward into the future, where you see these stats of all these people becoming millionaires and with investable assets and crypto and all this different stuff, and access to things like Robinhood is easier than ever. Like, what do you say moving forward? Like, you have to be super aware of what industries you're entering.
Yeah.
Where you put the cash that you do have. Like, how could you sway yourself into the right group on this one?
I think you
Moving
have to be
forward.
very deliberate about where you're going to spend your time in your career. Like, it's obvious now. Maybe it wasn't so obvious 10 years ago, whereas like these businesses, either technology businesses, they hadn't had the proof of concept, right? Like they looked futuristic and they look amazing, but like there wasn't the real revenue. There wasn't, we weren't too sure what all these businesses were going to pan out. Now it's very obvious. So if you're not deliberate about where you want to work and why you want to work there because of the future opportunity, like there's clear trends in the industry. Like I was looking, like we talked about the other day, look at the value of Gap versus the value of Revolve. Gap does $15 billion and is worth $5 billion. Revolve does under $1 billion and is worth $4 billion, right?
Yeah.
Like it's because people are betting on the growth trajectory of Revolve versus Gap. And so you take that, if you dig deeper into more technology companies, go look at what Shopify, Datadog, Okta, ServiceNow are valued versus their revenue. It's literally betting on 5 years of unprecedented growth ahead of us.
And I also think the excuse of, I'm not into technology, that's not the industry I want to work in. I want to go do something else. That's no longer true because the best businesses in every industry have technology applied to it, whether it's even freight forwarding, for example.
Yeah.
Very seems like a mundane job, and maybe you like it. You just you're just a super type A list driven person, and you want to get goods from China to here. You could go work for a freight forwarder, or you could go work for Flexport. Flexport's worth billions of dollars.
Yeah.
A freight forwarder by the airport is not.
Yeah. I mean, I really feel like, not to be dramatic here, but I feel like this is like priceless advice.
Yeah, there's technology applied to every industry you're into. Like Dee's example with clothing is perfect. Go to a fast-growing e-commerce business. Don't go to the Gap.
Yeah.
Don't go work at corporate Gap. Like, if you work at corporate Gap and you're mad that you're not rich, that's your fault.
Yeah.
You're
That's
never
what
going
I'm
to be
saying,
rich.
right? So that's where it's hard to blame people, and obviously that doesn't feel right to say like, okay, well, if you ended up here, it's your fault. But moving into the future, you can, like you guys are saying, if you say, oh, I want to go get a job in sales, well, there's a million different paths for you to take. And you have the ability to look a little deeper at where this sales job versus this sales job, and you're never going to guess it perfectly, but you can help your chances quite a bit by researching and picking really smartly.
Yeah, 100%. I think if you're in an industry and you don't care about making money, great, or getting rich. But if you're a person that is like, why am I not a millionaire?
Yep.
And that's a different conversation. Like, go where the money's going.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
But not
that's
every-
good.
yeah.
It's just interesting. I feel like we have more information than ever. We have more access to, things like how companies are doing and stuff like that. And we have more access to ways to invest cash once we have it. And I just think it really, I don't know, if you were really, really thoughtful, and not that I was ever this thoughtful, but if you're a young person just gaining an education and being really thoughtful about what career path you're going to take, like you can choose really intelligently.
Yeah, think about if you are passionate about beverages, you could either have been a marketing person at Coca-Cola or a marketing person at Liquid IV. My guess
Yeah.
is the marketing person at Liquid IV made a crap load of money when they sold.
Is house shopping. Yeah. The
Yeah.
person at Coca-Cola is stuck in the same position.
In Atlanta.
Yeah.
Hotlanta.
Atlanta. Okay, well, anyway, that's cool. So congratulations to all the millionaires. The bags were rolling in. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if the same thing happens this year. I'm curious to see if you put 2022. Obviously, we're super early in the year, but this type of trajectory is a little harsher than the 2021 trajectory.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. Okay, well, there you have it. We ended you with some good advice going into the weekend. Spend the weekend thinking about your career and how you could maybe pick a little smarter and where you're going to invest all that new cash you're going to find. And you can thank us later.
Yeah.
Welcome to group chat. Okay, we have an interview before we're going to do the interview, and then we're going to go to winners, losers content. Who are we talking to?
We have Kellan and Preston in the studio today, and Kellan's from Sacramento, which we have back-to-back Sacramento guest, which
Nice.
is quite interesting. He was very persistent, commenting on our TikTok, DMing us just to come on the pod to really talk about crypto stuff and just how it changed his life. It's a really fascinating story, but it's also fascinating how he got to 7 million followers on TikTok in like a matter of months. Like just kind of jumped on the platform and have made it work. And I think when you're talking about like prime example of the conversation we had, like go to where the puck is going.
Yeah.
Here's a guy that was like trying to figure out what his future was going to look like and figured it out. Like similar to like a Mr. Beast situation.
Yeah.
This guy has pivoted so quickly from his success he's had on TikTok to like a career now in Web3.
Yeah, no, I was very fascinated by this interview, and what I loved about it was that non-traditional background, community college, snowboard instructor,
Yeah.
had like a variety of different jobs, and then figured it out. So
Yeah.
there's no excuse. Like
There-
what we were talking about just now, drama, about like there's no excuse if you're not where you want to be because all the information's out there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. I feel like that's a real, once again, not to harp on it, but it's something that is newly possible to
Yeah,
gain all
no.
that information, work remotely, invest your money. Like it's very new that you can do all that.
Yeah, I think it's the last few years, to be honest. I think the pandemic accelerated
Yeah.
people's ability to like gain knowledge, and there was so much content, but
Yeah.
everything's out there. You just got to find it.
There it is. Okay, well, let's hop into the interview and then we will see you afterwards for winners, losers, and content.
All right, everyone. We're going to start today's episode with a very special group of guests, and I think the interesting thing is similar to our slowly rising fame on TikTok. You guys have already built a big TikTok following. How many followers do you have, Kellan?
I have, me and my girl, we have 6.9 million. Literally, probably like any second, we're about to hit 7 million.
Wow. And you know, we follow your videos on TikTok, and I remember I saw you were commenting on our videos, and a lot of it is because you yourself are not only just a TikTok phenomenon, but also a investor in the crypto NFT space, amongst a bunch of other things. But I think the before we dive into all that, I think it was pretty fascinating. Your story of how you kind of ended up on TikTok, like so you're from Sacramento,
From Sacramento, yes.
which is crazy. Back-to-back guests
Yeah.
from Sacramento.
I didn't know Sacramento was like the innovation capital of California. Everyone thought it was Silicon Valley.
Hey, shout out to my boys, Doug and John.
Yeah, yeah.
Love y'all, Leisure Town.
We're sipping on some Leisure Town, which is awesome. So you're up from Sacramento, and you said when you grew up on a farm town, and then when you turned 18, you wanted to set your sights for the big city, and you went to Lake Tahoe.
Yeah, I went to Lake Tahoe. I was a snowboarding instructor at Heavenly.
Heavenly's amazing.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, great. I lived right there. Literally took the bus to work each and every single day, like 5-minute bus ride.
Wow.
And dude, that was probably the 2 best years I don't want to say it's the best years of my life, but the funnest years of my life.
Yeah.
Like I met so many
Of your
random
young adulthood.
Yeah.
Your young
Everyone has
adulthood.
to
You're an adult now.
I
so.
know you have like a kid and et cetera, and you always have to reframe what the best years of your life. So you don't sound like an
My
asshole.
girl's gonna watch this and be like, "Excuse me."
Pre-kid or post-kid, right? So
We had some great late 20s years as well.
And when you say best day of your life, like, what about the birth of your children? I'm like, I don't know. These are pretty good.
Exactly.
that was actually the first day of my new life starting right now, right?
exactly.
So they always say, what is it? You have two lives. One starts when you realize you only have one. So.
Yeah, but I had a great time. Tahoe was fun. After Tahoe, I was going to school there, but I think I went to school maybe like 3 days out of the 2 years.
What school's in Lake Tahoe?
South Lake Tahoe Community College, baby.
Wow. Represent.
Right off the tongue, too.
Represent.
No
Just kidding.
football team there. It's probably a snowboarding team.
Dude, I don't even know what they had. I wasn't there long enough. I remember one time, dude, I was so high. I ate an edible, and my friend's like, dude, try one of these. And I remember looking at the marshmallow, and it was pure green. I was like, fuck, that thing looks like it's probably going to be strong. And it was like a Rice Krispie treat. But it wasn't even like rainbow colored anymore. It was like fucking green. And so I ate that, and I was sitting in class, and I was looking at my teacher. She's like, Kellan, you have pink eye real bad, or are you just real high? I was like, I'm real high. She's like, just get out. I was like, all right. And then I never came back to class after that. I dropped out of school.
Oh my God.
And then
What year was this?
this was 2011.
Okay.
Yeah, 2011. 2012, I told my dad, I was like, look, I'll give it another shot. I moved to Portland, Portland Community College, whatever the hell it's called up there, and worked at McDonald's. My dad's like, look, if you're going to live up here, he's like real strict. I always wanted to impress my dad because I never really had like a good relationship with him until recently, these past couple of years. So I was like, all right, fuck. I was like, whatever. And my stepmom, she's Filipino, so we have hella family up there. And one of them was a manager at the McDonald's. So I got a job at the McDonald's.
Nepotism.
Dude,
Just don't tell the story about the register.
Oh god, dude. Yeah, that was insane. So I learned that McDonald's wasn't for me real fast. Quit after like 2 weeks. I told him, I was like, look, I'm not making any food, just put me up front. And then I started seeing the girls from my community colleges like put me in the back. And they didn't put me in the back. They left me up front to teach me a lesson, dude. So I was so embarrassed. And then quit that, went to Verizon, then left. I missed my friends back in California. I saw my friends at Chico State living in the dorms and doing like the college thing. And I was like, I don't know, I just got bummed out, moved back home, partied for like a couple years, worked at Verizon, worked for a mortgage company. After that, realized I didn't want to do any of that. Then I started my own Instagram and Facebook ad company, and that failed. And then moved into cannabis, worked for a company called Friendly Farms for like a year and a half. That was great. And then realized I didn't want to work in cannabis anymore. Met my girl that I've been with for like 3.5 years now. And then we started doing like little pranks with each other, and that led into TikTok.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So
What's interesting, before you kind of dive into how you took off on TikTok, your kind of early years is probably very representative of a lot of young people, where you're kind of like, I don't want to say lost, but like trying to find your way in terms of like, what do you want to do for the rest of your life? What are you actually interested in? Because if you choose not to go down the traditional path of like, go to a 4-year university, graduate, it's like that time that between like 18 and whenever your friends graduate from college, it's easy to get really fucking lost because you don't know what you're going to do and you don't know how to do it. And I think a lot of young people are just like, they're just like, they know that they know the end result they want, but how you get there is just like even just the number of jobs you had probably in that 5-6 year span was probably nuts.
dude, there's probably like 5 that I didn't even mention. You know what I'm saying? Dude, I don't even want to say the other ones.
Yeah.
You know, but I think it really boils down to like what you said, get lost. I think it boils down to parenting at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like I had great parents. Like when I lived, like, because my parents are divorced, you know, so my dad parents some type of way, and then my mom was different, obviously. And I feel like if like I had more structure, I probably would have not been so lost, you know. So it was like, I'm happy that I went through all the trials and fucking tribulations
Yeah.
to get to where I am today.
Yeah.
Because now I know how I want to show my son
Yeah.
what to do and what not to do
Yeah.
So,
Give him
yeah.
that structure. And
It's
so
mostly
then,
always what not to do.
Yeah, that's the easier
He's gonna
one.
figure out what he wants to do, but you do what you want, but let me just guide you on what not to do.
I was already
Like,
your
Yeah.
crash dummy, buddy. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, and so then you in March of 2020, I assume you kind of hopped onto TikTok when everyone the world shut down.
Yeah, it was
And
so
what the hell happened?
It's so funny because I saw TikTok. I was like, man, TikTok's so stupid. It's for like little kids and dancing and blah, blah, blah. And then someone brought it up to me. I was like, babe, like everyone's talking about it. Like, let's be the first ones on there. And so we were at Walmart one night and we posted a video and we were in line so we were at Walmart one night and we were in line and I made like a fart noise and the couple in front of us like looked behind us. I was like, ugh, babe. And dude, I don't know, it was stupid, but we posted that video, got 3 million views in one night, blew up instantly.
Is this pre or post pandemic?
This is like
When shit's shutting down?
Yeah, right as it first shut down.
Okay.
First month. I was like, we're going to take this shit serious and we're going to go hard as fuck. So we posted that first video, 3 million views, 27,000 followers overnight. We instantly had more followers. We had 17.3 thousand followers on Instagram. So
Just doing like couple stuff.
just it was like pranks. Like, dude, she
Pranks.
pepper sprayed. Like, our first pranks were like insane. Like, we had an apartment. I was like dumping like smoothies on her head, like legit. I cut her hair. She dyed my hair fucking purple. She legit pepper sprayed me when I came in the house. Like, dude, hell, she shoved a dildo in my mouth with sour cream on it. Like, that shit went viral. Bro,
I could see anybody.
a big pink fucking one too. It wasn't like a little one, bro. It was like something that made me feel insecure. Like, why do you have that? You know?
So why is it in my mouth again?
Yeah, and why is it in my mouth when I'm sleeping? Sour cream on the tip of it.
So then how quickly does TikTok happen for you guys?
Quick, 1 million followers, like first 5 months. Starting to see like little brand deals reach out to us, and we were like, okay.
Were you making a living in the first year off TikTok? Like paying bills from it?
No, we weren't.
Got it.
Definitely not. So we like had to fund like our lifestyle through whatever else it took to do that. You know what I'm saying? So, but now I'm so happy that we just solely focus on this and like we pride ourselves on, you know, we do this as a career. Now we call it a career. And some people would have laughed at being an influencer a couple years back and saying it was a career, but now it's a real thing. Like you ask any kid nowadays, they want to be a YouTuber, they want to be a TikToker, they want to be big on Instagram. Yeah. So it's real cool. It's like we go out, like even in the airport this morning, someone came up to me like, yo, could I get a picture? Yeah. I'm like, that shit like really blows my mind. And it's like, I really prayed for this shit. Now it's really here. So it's cool.
That's crazy.
Praying for a pink dildo with sour cream.
So what have the pranks evolved into on TikTok?
More so voiceovers, skits, like funny stuff with my kid now. Like at first it was kind of like not like sexual, but like, you know, my girl, she's like real curvy. So it was like a lot of pranks with her ass and things like that. And like, you know, it got the views. Yeah. Like sex sells. And so we've definitely like completely 360'd now that we have a kid. And it's just like funny, like parent stuff. It's real relatable. Like you want to send it to your friend, like, dude, we go through this shit all the time. Like stuff that you want to send to someone. Yeah. That will really make you like, oh, like
Stuff
I got to
that
tag
makes
my
sense
girl.
when you know them too. That especially like just from an outsider looking in, that's watched them grow and like you know seeing their blow up. Yeah. You know, their glow up, whatever it is. Like what's refreshing is that, you know, they came from making sexually explicit, entertaining content.
It wasn't that sexual.
Pink dildos with sour cream.
Basically,
is
they were
pretty
doing porn
explicit.
before, and now.
But you know, but seeing them grow, like people have watched them go and have kids. They put their life out on Instagram. So it's you know, from someone who knows them personally, it's nice to see them you know switch the content up and give them more things that are more relatable to laugh. Because I mean, I'm wiping a 2-year-old's ass and fucking picking up a kid from school at the same time. So a lot of it's really relatable.
That's amazing.
One thing, what's the follower count where it goes from, hey, we just like keep getting a shitload of views and likes? You said at 1 million followers, it wasn't a business yet.
Not yet, no.
So what's the follower count on TikTok where it becomes a business?
It's different now. I feel like at 1 million now, you could make it a business.
Okay.
Because we were real early, so advertisers weren't ready to shill out like a shitload of money. But now people are seeing the power of TikTok, and people are dropping the bag. They're switching from IG to putting, huge budgets towards TikTok for sure. I run like a group chat with like the top 20 TikTok couples. Everyone in my group chat has over 2 million followers.
Wow. And then
So-
all of those people are making a living off social media.
110%.
Yeah.
We all share brand deals, ideas.
7 figures, do you think they're making?
Oh, hell no.
Okay.
No, most influencers that you see are probably struggling. Because
Most people that you see with blue checks are struggling too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, but that's it just depends on how you treat it. Like we wake up Monday through Friday and we legit film, like from
So it's a job. So like
Yeah.
you and your girl, 8, 9 a.m., whatever the time you guys start this process, you're like, here are the 5 things we want to accomplish today in clips. And you do that Monday through Friday. Is that how it works?
I wish it was that fucking organized. But yeah. Yeah. No, that it really boils down to me. That's something I'm working on is structure. I'm so fucking unorganized, but I got this thing called a Panda Planner, and I'm just working on consistency and really, dude. Once I buckle that down, like I'll change my family's life forever and become more organized, and just my morning routine and everything, and stay more consistent. But yeah.
Interesting. And so one of the reasons why we have you over here is we talk about crypto and Web3 a lot, and we're pretty familiar with the space and what's been going on. I think that was pretty interesting when we were talking when you just arrived at the office. And Preston was saying the same thing about like the opportunity that's available in crypto and NFT land today. Because here's like our perspective of it. And Anand's been in crypto forever, and so have I been participating. But this new generation of what's happened in the last, call it 12 to 18 months, for us feels very, very scammy. And the real reason why is because I think it's one, there's a lot of we'll call it rug pulls happening. There's a lot of MetaMasks, your shit gets jacked. Like that happens all the time. And so I think for someone like us, we're basically dinosaurs in the crypto world from an age perspective, it feels like it's a very scary place to be as opposed to an opportunistic place. Whereas you guys are coming in here saying like there's real money being made, there's real opportunities out there. And I think there's a huge gap, right? Like probably most people are somewhere in the middle, like they want to dive into it, they just are afraid to dip their toes. Because if you look at how many like actual people active on OpenSea, it's nothing. It's like the absolute number of people trading, it's still
Insane.
very, very small.
Yeah, I think it's under a
and the
million still or something like that.
Yeah, and the volume though is substantial, but it feels like me and my brother just trading back and forth just to create some illusion.
This calls wash trades.
Yeah,
That's what those are called, right?
So like how what's your guys' experience been in crypto, and when did you guys kind of enter the space?
So for me personally, I didn't know shit about crypto. Well, I kind of knew about it because of my buddy Darren Fryer. He's I'll get to him in a second, but I didn't know shit about anything until about like 8 months ago. Wow. I had a buddy reach out to me. It's like, yo, I just made $2 million selling my NFT in 13 minutes. Do you want to do a project? I said, yeah, I want to do a project. What the fuck? Of course. I want to make $2 million in 13 minutes.
Yeah.
So I started doing some research. I'm like, wow, like people are making a lot of money.
Yeah.
I was like, but what are they doing with it, right?
Yeah.
So, I just got done watching Seaspiracy. I just had my son. I was like, my buddy Darren Fryer, he's out in Maui with Preston here, and he has a nonprofit called Pro2Tech, and it's an ocean conservation company. So I was like, let's do an awesome project where, we give back to Darren and we actually do something with the profits, and, we create a business. And so that's how we put together our project called the Chillin' Chameleons.
Got it. And so you went from 8 months ago learning what this space is to launching a project, and I assume you made money on the project.
Oh yeah, we did great.
You did great. Okay.
So project sold out. We got V2 coming out, V3 actually. Yeah,
So what is Chillin' Chameleons? It's a collection of NFTs.
Yeah,
that
it's
you
a
sold?
collection of 5,005. We had a collection of 10,000 first, but we had to cut the supply. So we sold out. We did.
You sold out because of your TikTok.
No, I sold out because of the team that we put together was sick. I used my influence to put together the team to help sell out the project. So what I did is I DM'd every single crypto NFT so there wasn't really NFT influencers just yet. This is still real early. 8 months ago, real early.
It's so wild to say, but it's true though.
Yeah,
Like,
1 week in the space is equivalent to a fucking month.
Yeah.
So it was still real early, where people would still be willing to work for an NFT because they were like, NFT is like, what the fuck? You know,
Yeah.
it's just blowing up. So, so I DM'd all these people. I put together like a team of 50 influencers, had people making videos for us. I put together a project manager. I think I had like 5 people on our team. And dude, we grinded so fucking hard for like, I think it was like 2.5 months, 3 months, and then launched the project. Like I was like doing like 8 to 10 hours in Discord a day to where it was like, it was causing like tension in my relationship to, you know,
Yeah,
my
you're not
girl's,
filming
my
dildo
girl's
videos.
pregnant.
You can't film dildo videos, bro.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So also like, it took a toll on my social media. My girl was getting like upset. She's like, hey, like, you know, this is our business first and foremost. I was like, fuck. So, but you know, I put like filming and everything to like a bare minimum. I was just doing like enough to get by for like a little bit, and definitely showed. But this project like changed my life and everyone's life in the project and around the project. So
Wow.
super grateful for everything that came out. Dude, we gave away a Tesla. We gave over 100 K in prizes. We took about like 17 of our holders and team to Maui, Hawaii for a beach cleanup. We've funded 10 of Darren's beach and reef cleanups, and there's just so much good stuff that has come from this that is just truly amazing. And like I said, I'm so grateful for everyone on the team.
Yeah.
So the question I have with NFTs specifically, because even though I've been in crypto forever, I just not like I haven't done a deep dive into NFTs. My question is, we've seen celebrities kind of try to get in the space and they fail.
Yeah.
So what makes, like, if some of the most famous people in the world can't launch a successful NFT, what makes like Chillin' Chameleons able to sell out, you know, however quickly you did, when, you know, you obviously got 7 million TikTok followers, you have, you know, all these people, but like Paris Hilton couldn't do shit.
Yeah.
And she's Paris Hilton, right?
Understanding the space is a lot of the reason why a lot of these celebrities fail, right? You know, you have a team that's immersed in this, not only in it, but really understanding crypto, really understanding the markets and how they move, right? So like, let's take the crypto aspect out of it for somebody like yourself who's not really into NFTs. Take just the Web3 adoption lane, right? And somehow integrating community into every business model, right? Because that's really what this is. We're seeing the restructuring of business and marketing as the way we knew it to the way it's going to, right? So if we take crypto out of it and we just implement NFT as like a VIP email list, you know, let's put a broad spectrum on it, that'll help kind of the adoption for it. But for why we were so successful is because we understood the space, you know, and we continue to teach that. And the main thing with our utility that we bring with the Meta Millionaire Society, which is all about financial education, teaching financial freedom, but really helping people onboard and onboarding them properly so they don't get hit with those MetaMask issues, so they don't be a part of those rug pulls. So anything that a celebrity is pretty much involved in that's not in the space, it's going to flop.
Yeah.
You know, if they're not a holder in the space, they will never understand what it's like to be a community. They will only know marketing and sale, you know, and as a consumer, when people get into this and we see this cultural phenomenon, really, people don't know that when they're buying the atom bomb, they're actually becoming an investor, right? So I think helping people understand what it is, but we knew what we were doing when we got into it. We were all holders in certain things. We understood the fundamentals of being successful in this, which is community.
I think that's a super important point, because I have a very close friend that I grew up with that listens to this podcast that got immersed in NFTs in the last 12 to 18 months. And like, I got a few tips, like telling him like, hey, I think this one's going down. Or no, going down.
Oh, okay.
Like, you know, and he's like, I don't care. I'm here for the community.
Yep.
And I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
I was like, you know, I come up I'm here for trying to make money.
Yeah.
You know, like that's probably why NFTs I haven't gravitated towards them, because I don't know. I'm married with 2 kids. I don't need community.
Gravitate,
I don't want
towards
community.
gravitate towards what you know, though. Like, so I always say, like, look, it doesn't matter what it is you're into. There's something that resonates with you that you can get involved in, right? Like a lot of my main projects, Nike, Adidas, Hundreds, Nicky Diamonds,
Stuff that you're into.
These are
Nick Diamonds and NFTs too.
yeah, he's got his crypto dunks, you know,
it.
shout out. But like, you know, investing in what you know that's cool to you is always what I push into, what I push people into the space. Don't chase the money, chase what you're into, right?
Yeah, I get it. Like I thought NBA Top Shot was amazing. I'm a huge hoops fan. And I was like, wow, owning a clip, that's cool. Like I want to own that LeBron dunk or Kobe shot or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that makes sense to me. And I
need
get
a
it.
I need an NFT project where it's a community of people that like to make fun of other people. That's what I'm into.
Oh, then
You want
love,
bullying?
You'll love one of our other communities that we got. It's all fraternity based, and we haze in there.
Yeah.
So
that's
we
my
hazing people for
putting
whitelisting.
people down, making people feel bad. That's what I'm good at.
I love the petty, high level pettiness, you know, but it comes from love, though,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I can be as mean as they come, but just know I love you still.
That's funny.
And so how do you like one of the interesting things is there's a lot of people that want to get into jobs in the Web3 space in crypto, and obviously if you want to work at Coinbase, they're hiring the smartest fucking people on the earth,
Yeah, of
right? So
course.
that's not realistic for 99% of the population. You made a comment, Preston, that you could be a Discord moderator making $60,000
More
a year.
than that, you know, look, when you got
What is a Discord moderator?
It's
for
someone
those
who
who
just
don't know?
keeps the energy alive in the chat, right?
Like a hype man.
Making sure there's no FUD.
Yeah, people
hype
aren't-
man.
no
FUD?
bots.
Welcoming people.
What does FUD mean?
FUD. Just like posting some like some
Junk?
bullshit. Yeah.
Something to create negative energy,
Got
right?
it.
So when people FUD a chat, they're just pretty much saying that, oh, this is gonna fail, you know, creating negative,
So just being the referee of
the positive, and answering tickets, questions, stuff like that are in the Discord. But
making announcements.
I mean,
posting
it's-
AMAs.
But that's probably a 15-hour-a-day job.
Dude,
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. So it's like, dude, I'm telling you, when we grinded Discord,
It's
like
work.
it took a toll on my girl was pregnant and she was like, bro,
get out of Discord, babe.
So,
Come on.
I mean, I can tell you personally,
she's Latina.
in July of 2020, I've talked about this on this podcast back then. This is when DeFi was just kind of like really taking off. It went from like zero money under assets in DeFi to like it started getting to like 5-6 billion. Then in August it was like 8-9 billion, and obviously now it's like way more. And I was like, I know this is where crypto is going for now, and I tried to immerse myself in it, and I was listening to different podcasts and going on Twitter deep threads. But then I realized, I was like, I don't have 20 hours a day, because I realized you need 20 hours a day if you want to be successful in this.
Yeah.
And I was like, in July and August of 2020, you literally have to dedicate, like you said, you were grinding Discord. And I think that's where people get screwed in crypto, especially in NFTs, DeFi. If you're not willing to
Pay attention.
18 to 20 hours a day. Otherwise, you can get rugged, swiped, hacked, or
Dude, he
just
did-
be in a shitty project that falls apart overnight. Like, look at Ohm. Ohm was down 90%
Yeah.
from its peak.
I was a big Ohm guy.
yeah.
Good old fashioned
No, but I realized quickly, and I was like, oh, holding Bitcoin and Ethereum is better for me than
Yeah.
doing
You,
this.
I tell everybody to hold your top three. You know, like there's a top three, there's a top five that everybody has, and you can't. I know people who become millionaires putting $30 a day into one fucking coin. You know, you don't have to. And we were talking about that with NFTs, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to be all over the place. You can become wealthy off of trading one forex trade. You know, one currency pair. You can become wealthy off of trading one fucking thing. You don't have to be all over the place. You know, I know people that only stick to Bitcoin, and they've done very, very well for themselves. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
So, you know, stick to what wins, but don't, you know, FOMO is a huge thing in this space.
Yeah.
And seeing the 100x gains, the 10x gains, the this gain, just focus on what you can gain.
And yeah, my point was basically like Web3 is super interesting, but you better be willing to dedicate your life the way you guys did.
Well, that's why
Because
we
if you don't, you're gonna get fucking smoked.
Yeah, that's why. So we created like an educational course too. That's for everyone, people's grandmas to, you know, you could be a 12-year-old kid and learn crypto. It's called the Meta Millionaire Society. It's part of the utility of the Chilling Chameleons. We also have like a monthly group where we post like, you know,
Calls.
Yeah.
The money plays.
Got
The bags.
Okay, so and that's where
where you
you
get the
guys
bags.
and you guys feel comfortable enough sharing that information.
Well, it's not financial. It's of course it's not financial
Got it.
information.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
it's not financial
financial advice
information.
by any means.
Never financial information. But you know, onboarding.
It's like ideas for things that you guys are looking at.
Yeah, trade ideas.
Yeah.
All ideas.
Got it,
You
yeah.
know, things that we do ourselves. You
Got
know,
it.
that's what's so cool about OpenSea is someone can go and check out your profile and see what it is you're holding, right? You
Yeah.
can go see
Yeah,
what Gary
exactly.
Vee's doing. You could go see what Logan Paul's doing. You could go see what all these big influencers or people that are in the market are doing. And it's a copy and paste strategy with anything in life. If someone's buying Ethereum at 27, someone's buying Ethereum at 27. That's they're in.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Yeah.
so.
That's interesting. And then, if people are interested and want to learn more, where do they find you guys? Where's the best ways?
Just come to Kellan Camille's, man. Hop in the Discord. Come check us out.
How much is a Chameleon NFT right now?
Floor right now is at 0.12 Ethereum.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah.
And then once you,
So it's like $250 or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I don't know. What
And then we're
Ethereum's going at
we
right
have
now,
a
but-
our next drop is coming out next month. We have a freaking insane roadmap. We're also doing another Hawaii trip. And dude, maybe we could give away a Hawaii trip to one of your guys' listeners.
Wow, that's
nice.
better than any discount code we've gotten. On this
Yeah.
Same
I'm
with,
saying.
same with education too. You know,
So right when we're about to launch, I'll reach out to you guys and
Yeah.
be like, look, we wanna give away a Hawaii trip. They'll come out. It's a 7-day vacation. You eat like a king.
Yeah.
You come to the reef cleanup. You come to the beach cleanup, and it's amazing, man. We went zip lining last time, dude. In Hawaii, we planted over. One day we planted 450 trees. And then we planted 2,000 like vetiver plants that help like the
ecosystem out there.
Yeah, the whole ecosystem.
When's the
out
trip?
there. It will be in November.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll our
And
launch,
weather's always great in Hawaii, right?
dude. That's what I'm
year-round.
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll be a great time. So I would love to offer that for you guys.
oh my god, that'd be amazing.
But you guys have to come too. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Bring the family. I'm bringing my family.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, even just the mindset, you know, the little powwows we have too, because everything, even while we're cleaning up, we're all talking education, we're all talking holdings. Like, there's so much to gain from each person that's in the group. It's
Yeah.
like, even Darren, we keep shouting him out. One of the co-founders. He's just been such a huge help for me in the crypto space. I mean, shit, I've been in here for 14 months, and I mean, you know, high six figures. You know, I'm gonna touch my first M in this like this year, no matter what. You know, that's just simple compound interest.
Yeah.
You know, so this is it's an exciting time.
Darren told us to buy Luna real early.
Early.
And stake that, and we did, and it's looking pretty.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Angel Protocol, baby. Let's go.
That's amazing. And so, Chillin' Chameleons is the NFT project.
Yep.
Yes.
And then
Meta Millionaire Society is the educational courses.
okay, cool. And then Alex and Kel's on TikTok.
Yep. At Mr. to the P at fuckyeah.eth. Let's go.
Okay, all right, awesome. Well, thanks guys for coming down. It's super interesting what you guys are building, and it's crazy just to see like the transformation of like, you know, you start in this one world and now you're here. Like, you know, considering the last 2 years, pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's insane, man. Especially earlier when you asked me like if I leveraged my TikTok following, I didn't at all. I posted one video and it did terrible. TikTok throws you in a niche just like how YouTube does. So, yeah, people are real mad at me in the Discord. Not mad, but like they're like, dude, why are you not posting and trying to raise the floor price and doing this? Because it won't work.
Yeah.
Like it's
a different audience.
Yeah, it's a different audience, and it's mass adoption. And we proved to the world that you don't need 7 million followers to sell out an NFT project and to have a great project and to follow through with your fucking roadmap and do everything you say you're gonna fucking do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's
think-
half of it, because a lot of people promise to do things when they launch projects and nothing.
Man.
It just feels like they just took the money.
That's
and
why
ran.
they all fail.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
And,
Just
and I
even
also
to be-
think, I also think what you guys have accomplished is what the promise of crypto was 10 years ago when I got into space.
Yeah.
Was that it was the democratization of like access to this new industry of like new financial ecosystem. Like neither of you guys came from the traditional Silicon Valley, Facebook, Google, like mafia, right? And
Nope.
you guys are making a fuck ton of money in the space because you understood it and did the work.
Yeah.
I was
And
a drug addict
Yeah,
and like
and it
partying
really-
and not doing nothing with my life, dude.
You went to
Snowboarding.
community college in Tahoe and Portland, not Stanford.
Shredding the gnar, bro.
I was making music and throwing festivals, you know,
Yeah.
so it's like
But that's what crypto was promised in 2008 when Satoshi Nakamoto wrote the fucking white paper.
Yep.
He said that you could go to South Lake Community.
No,
become wealthy.
100%.
That's a beautiful thing.
It was
Crypto
access
has no
to-
age,
it was-
no race, no
Yeah.
nothing. You can come in at any time.
Yeah.
Look, these next couple years will have more opportunity than the last 100 fucking years combined.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I
No,
explain
I
to
agree
people
with
like,
that.
look, we have 0.05% of people that are into NFTs right now. 99.5%, you're smarter than the world if you hold an NFT. There's money to be made in onboarding, right? Teaching the basic fundamentals. Everybody wants to get in, but no one knows how to get involved. Understanding that, there's a business model in that alone.
That's why we started the Meta Millionaire Society, is to teach people how to protect themselves and not get fucked. Like, dude, I'm not gonna lie, he took a huge hit.
So I have all my stuff.
No, it wasn't him. He's very cautious.
Yeah, I have all my stuff on a ledger, and I just didn't set up my ladies' ledger before I left out of town. And
Shout out to Ledger, always coming through.
Shout out Ledger, you know, keeping me safe.
Work
but-
with the Chill and Chameleons ledger.
You know, but she clicked on a wrong link, and I told her not to touch it.
Yeah.
I'm like, look, don't touch, and we lost, our World of Women, our Mutant. It was like 130K kick to the
Wow.
dick.
Crazy.
But,
great.
we still here. We still here.
I
Still
know you say you
grateful and healed.
snowboard. I need some skiing lessons. Can you give me some skiing lessons?
He doesn't need the slopes anymore. He's retired.
Yeah. Give me some heat.
Give me some heat.
I got you, dude. No, I got you for sure.
Awesome, man. Well, thanks, guys, for coming on. This is super, super informational.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys. Thank you
Dude,
for
I
having
appreciate
us
you
up.
guys so much. My 6 months of DMing you guys and begging you to let me on the podcast have paid off. So thank you.
Absolutely.
Persistent does pay off.
Dude,
Persistence does
that's
pay.
how I got my girl.
6 months of DMing her.
Yeah, straight up. I was just like a creep. I was sending dick pics and everything. No, I'm just joking. Hey, I'm just joking.
Big
I'm
pink
just joking.
dildos with fucking sour cream. She's like, I got you, homeboy.
I'm just joking. I never. Oh, sorry. I never did that one time.
Chilling chameleons.
No, that
is
doesn't
wholesome.
work. That's weird. Like
Yeah,
people
we
that
don't
do
do
that,
that.
like, bro, like,
It's so weird.
like, I wonder if that's ever worked for anyone.
I'm sure it has. That's why it's being done.
Yeah.
Shit, dude. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, we're back. Let's wrap it up with some strong winners, losers content. What do you guys got? Dee, who's your winner for the last week?
My
Biggest
winner, hopefully, is going to be the state of California and its residents. They are talking about giving a $400 rebate to California residents to help people out with their gas bills.
Oh,
And so,
don't mind if I do.
the big conversation was around suspending the gas tax for a period of time. They said logistically, that just seems like it's a harder thing to execute. So it's easier just to give every California resident a $400 credit.
That's great.
That's huge.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
that's huge.
You know where that's going?
Yeah, never mind. NFTs are back.
NFTs, Louis Vuitton, and
Never
Melrose.
mind.
Hopefully it goes to-
everything I said.
Hopefully it goes to growth stocks.
Yeah, it's going to go into everything.
Yeah,
California has like 50 million people.
Yeah, throw that into Coinbase, guys. Okay, Anand, who's your winner?
My winner, I know you guys talked about it on Sunday, but he's still my winner of the week, Pete Davidson.
Mine too. That's mine too.
He just went to the playground, went to the biggest bully, and knocked him out.
He
That's
did.
how I view it.
He did. And it's been downhill since. The biggest bully got blocked off of Instagram.
Yes.
It's been Pete week.
I mean, I'll be fair.
Wait.
My loser was going to be Kanye because not even because of all that. Apparently, their Gap is being inundated about with people saying you should end your partnership with Kanye.
I mean, think about if you're Kanye, the amount of shit you've talked, and he's like, meet me man to man, one on one. And he called him an internet bitch.
Yeah.
Like, you got to show up, right? If you
got
have
to.
any,
You have
kind
to.
of pride, you have to at least show up. Like, have security outside the door if something happens. But
Yeah, you have to.
You have to show up.
Because once again, I feel like we live in the age of we don't celebrate bullying, like that type of behavior. And so to stand up to the bully and win, people love that.
Yeah, he's my winner.
Skeet's the winner. He's my winner too.
Why
I'm
is he called
curious-
Skeet?
That's what
That's just
Kanye calls him.
Yeah, Kanye just calls him Skeet.
Oh, that's why he said, "Hey, it's Skeet" in the text message.
Yep. And
So he was
he's playing into it. Like, what's up?
got
It's
it.
Skeet,
Got it.
you internet bitch. Skeet, I don't know if you saw it. There was a bunch of. I'll just add for my. I don't know if this is a win, but there was a bunch of press because Skeet, in his photo from laying in bed, had a tattoo that says Kim, and Kim was on Ellen or something and said that it's not a tattoo. He has like 2 or 3 other tattoos about her, and that one is actually a branding.
Branding what?
Branding, like how you do cattle with a really hot piece of metal.
Oh my god.
So I don't know. Seems a
That's
little
going to
red
end
flaggy.
very badly when
Yeah.
when that relationship is over.
He also has like "my girl is a lawyer" on him.
Oh my god.
So hey, it's moving fast.
Yeah.
Okay, Dee, who's your loser?
My loser is Kanye because of the potential. Like, I don't care about all this other nonsense, but like, if you're going to jeopardize your multi-billion-dollar opportunity with Gap, I think that's.
I wonder. I know that he will always be "quote unquote" relevant, but I wonder if there's sort of a tipping point for Kanye where, like, let's just say he got kicked off Instagram, Gap dropped him, and he just sort of went ballistic and got even more crazy and out of pocket. Like, is there a point where people kind of like write it off and put him in a different bucket, or does that just not exist?
There's College Dropout. That's unfortunately watch Genius and College Dropout, and every kid you'll ever tell that he's irrelevant will just say, "I don't know, man. College Dropout.
Yeah.
College Dropout. Oh, Kanye shot 40 birds. College Dropout."
Yeah. I don't think you're wrong. I'm curious.
just a
Like,
college dropout.
does it exist? You
No,
know?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Anand, who's your loser?
My loser is basically like the citizens of Russia and Ukraine. I feel like it's just like moving out of the kind of purview of people. Like both countries are crippling, and I feel like it's just like everyone cared 3 weeks ago, and now it doesn't seem like people care as much.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's an end in sight. So, while we'll stop seeing it on CNN because it's not going to rate, those people are going to be suffering for a long time.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, it feels wild. I don't. Obviously, you don't know unless you're really there, but it seems like obviously the people of Ukraine are miserable, and then it seems like a large group of people in Russia are not only not behind the war, but obviously they're suffering the consequences of not having any. Everyone's exiling them.
Yeah, they've removed from Western society, period. Like, no company's going to service them. No company's going to offer them products. You can't watch your Netflix show. You can't get a Big Mac. You can't.
But you can get Burger King.
Really?
Burger King's standing strong.
Yeah.
Burger King, the warmongers, huh?
Yeah, well, Burger King corporate doesn't want to.
They're private equity owned. Those
Yeah.
fucking private equity guys.
Oh yeah.
We sell Big Macs at all. Is it Big Mac? What's the Whopper?
Whopper.
You know what I was wondering the other day is what is going on over at the private equity fund that owns Neil Young's catalog.
Oh yeah.
Oh, is it a
Is it still? Is it still not back on?
No. And like the news just passed.
That's a thing that I talked about this a long time ago, or whatever, a couple months ago. When you see private equity firms and hedge funds buying every artist's catalog, that should be a sign to the next artist, like, hey, maybe I'm worth more. I probably shouldn't sell it.
Well, what do you care if you get liquidity? If you're old, you might as well get liquidity.
Yeah, it all depends on because it also could mean like, oh shit, this space is hot. This is my chance. Because every private equity person's now looking at catalogs, and no one would have even humored me 2 years ago.
Yeah, I think they've done the math, and they're going to win that. They're going to win that side of the bet.
But you get that cash, you get that cold hard cash, and you get to make statements like "fuck Joe Rogan." You don't care.
Yeah.
It's not even your royalties anymore. Mine is, you want to know who mine is? This really makes me a little worried and sad for us is YouTube, because I really think seeing what the press after YouTube pulled that Donald Trump episode, I feel like it's really bad for the people who don't want Trump to win the 2024 election. Like,
Yeah.
it's really good for Trump, because Trump sort of made a mockery of it. He was like, they're going to delete this episode. All in all, and especially in the realm of Trump, it was pretty mellow. Like, it wasn't anything crazy. And now you have like the Nelk boys going about it. You have Dana White, you have Trump, you have all these people really starting to rally around like a bigger issue about free speech. And I think it's a loss for, for the non-Trumpers.
That's good.
I think YouTube overdid it. Okay. What about content recommendations?
Content. I think I'm going to watch some basketball this weekend. Mm-hmm. It's
Was it
March
March
Madness. And, watch some college kids make some game-winning shots. I like the hoopla of the March Madness.
Yeah, it's great. The buzzer beaters are awesome. There'll always be upsets.
What are the chances you see a big dick Indian out there?
Zero, thanks to Apple.
Why Buddy pregnant?
Yeah, why Buddy pregnant? No problem, but...
Yeah. I think we blame Apple.
Considering how many
inspiring the youth.
Indians work at Apple and how many Indians have Apple products.
And how many Indians love basketball?
Yeah.
Indians
Yeah.
love basketball.
I'll join the protest if you guys want to get it started. Anand, what about you?
Yeah, my content's the same. Like, I'm going to be watching basketball.
And we still have our bracket challenge. If you haven't joined, please sign up for that. It's on our social media. Sign up and...
Wait, isn't it St. Patrick's Day?
it is St. Patty's Day. I love St. Patty's Day.
Why
Shout
do you
out
love
to
it?
all the Patricks.
What do you love it about? What's it do?
I mean, back in the day,
We
in
had
the
some good
heyday,
times.
I
we had some
loved
great
St.
times.
Patty's Day.
Yeah, you wore the green hat.
Loved. I mean, just go wear some green and get fucked up.
And it's a big Indian festival holiday this weekend,
Holi.
Holi, which
Well, Apple
basically
doesn't care.
Apple hates us.
Yeah. Where's
What's
our
Holi? What do
holy
you do?
emoji?
Holi, you wear white clothes and you throw a bunch of paint and get color on yourself.
Oh, I've seen that. That's cool. Yeah.
Festival of colors. It's an easy one to celebrate.
Yeah.
It's great for kids. They get to
It's
get
very
messy as
colorful.
fuck.
Couple
and,
days. We got St. Patty's.
and then you hose them down afterwards.
Yeah, that's fun. That's fun. Okay, I don't really have my to be honest with you, my content is a non-recommendation, which is not super pumped. I think they've completely botched it.
I agree. It's terrible.
Oh,
It's a
you don't
joke.
like it?
It's terrible.
I love it.
You love it?
It's cringe.
love
It's
it.
so
But do you
cringe.
just watch it and know, you just know, okay, this has
It's all
nothing to do with
fiction.
the
I
actual
know it's fiction, but it's fun.
I just
I
the little
think there's
voiceovers and
elements of truth to
there's elements.
a lot of the story.
I'm super pumped. What is it?
It's just like they made it I don't know. To
Corny. It's
Wait,
it's
what part
corny.
What part do you not like?
Just
I don't-
corny.
I don't like the voiceovers. I don't like the Travis gets mad at the staff and he's like, "You guys are not super pumped."
Yeah.
It's just like it's such a good
Who
story.
wrote
Like
this
to me,
shit?
you get one shot unless someone goes and makes a movie. You get one shot at telling a story, and it's such a good story, and they fucked it up.
I mean, it's the most important story of the last 10 years of technology, and
So-
it was fucking...
That should
I
be
think-
Social Network level.
Yeah, Social Network. I think it was incredible, but
Who wrote Social Network?
I thought it was
Sorkin.
Aaron Sorkin. Yeah.
Aaron Sorkin. I mean, come on. Get him on the project.
Get Sorkin, get a real star, not just Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Fucking, it sucks.
I think the
really
Friday
hated
Night Lights guy should have been
just makes me-
Travis Kalanick.
It makes me mad because I feel like you could have had today's Social Network, but about this. And maybe we still get it because you could still do a movie even though there was a shitty show, but I feel like you kind of get one shot at these things. And
well, wasn't the Steve Jobs story told 3 different times, and there was one good one? And the
No,
rest sucked?
but it
Yeah.
flopped. No one cared. It's not a cultural moment. They blew it with that.
Yeah,
Like,
because
you
the first
blew
one
it, yeah.
sucked, right?
yes, that's why.
That was
Once you
such
put it
an
on, it
important
sucks.
story.
Everyone's like, "Oh, that story sucks. Why would I go watch it again?"
But I
Yeah.
love which is true. I guess maybe I'm just too in the weeds. The conflict between investor and founder is a
Yeah.
very common thing in Silicon Valley.
Yeah, that's cool, but get better story. Super
it's just-
pumped.
you
Why
could
is
have
it
done
called
it
Super Pumped?
because that
Maybe that
yeah.
was one of his tenets.
I think he
don't
said
know.
it at one point. I think it was
Yeah.
one of his tenets. But I don't think I would hope he didn't walk around you guys aren't super pumped.
Yeah.
I'm out of here.
I can't imagine Travis Kalanick walking around saying, "Are you super pumped?"
Yeah, I don't know, man. But it's just that's
Well,
it.
we get a second bite of the apple, the cloud kitchens. If that becomes a big story, maybe
We
someone
gotta
makes
hope.
a movie.
It's a long shot.
Yeah.
because that Uber story is fucking incredible.
I'm super cooked.
The Uber story, because Social Network is credited with creating like a whole batch of founders. Like everyone looked at that and was like, I want to go to technology. I want to start a company.
Yeah.
So you're telling me the young people aren't watching Super Pumped and like, this is cool?
No, they're not.
No. It's inspiring the wrong founders. It's inspiring the fucking broed out, like, fucking yeah.
Yeah.
You know how many kids
St.
probably
Patty's
are.
Day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So many kids right now are probably like, all right, this is our company. It's St. Patty's Day. Let's rage.
Let's get fucked up.
Let's get fucked up, super pop, super fucked up.
They blew it.
Interesting.
Okay, that's all we got. Is there anything we're missing? Any shout outs or anything?
Yeah, we have a birthday shout out, right?
Yeah, we have a birthday shout out from Bram. Said, happy birthday, shout out for my brother. My brother Sean's birthday is March 17th. So I would just like to wish him a happy 26th birthday / St. Patty's Day.
Ooh,
Nice,
St.
happy
Patty birthday.
B-Day. Get fucked
Super
up.
Pop.
Is that it?
All right, that's it, guys.
Okay, that's all we got. Everyone have a great weekend. I hope you get super pumped. And we'll see you on Sunday.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now.